Hey, how you doing? That was a nice intro, wasn't it? Admit it. You want to like the video just for that. You want to subscribe just for that. I know it was the best YouTube intro you have ever heard. But yeah, without further ado, today this is kind of a random one. Oh, it's Jonathan, by the way. This is kind of a random video for me today. It's just something that I was going to do in this room right here, and I thought, why not live stream it anyway? I got a suitcase over there that's been sitting since I moved in, and I haven't unpacked it yet. And it's just kind of a random suitcase full of like collectibles that I used to have like put up on another shelf before, and I haven't taken them out yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'll grab the suitcase in a second and kind of see where we're at with it. But I remember some of the stuff that's in there, but I don't remember everything that's in there. So yeah, that's why I just decided to do a live stream of it. Nothing too crazy, but it is what it is. Just checking to make sure that my camera and my mic are all working okay and all that. All right. I'm not going to waste too much time. What is making it? Something's making a weird kind of noise over here. I hope that's not my computer. Hmm. It is. My computer is making a weird noise. But hopefully that will pass. I hope. I mean, I've been meaning to like get a new computer, so it may be time. Hopefully it just doesn't break down and fuck everything up. That would be pretty wild. Because I do believe that I have forgot to back up some of my work onto the external hard drive, so that wouldn't be good. All right, getting this link shared. My computer is making a very concerning noise right now. But yeah, like I said, hopefully that will pass. All right, so I think that I think we'll just get straight into it now. I don't have much more to say. I'll just grab the suitcase right now, and I think we'll just get started. So yeah, let's see what we have in my suitcase full of tricks right here. Actually, let me take some of this. Let me take a little vape first, and then we will get started. Oh. So I've actually quit smoking cigarettes altogether now. I never I never smoke anymore, to be honest. Just the vape. I don't smoke tobacco no more. That these vapes have helped me quit this time. Well, I mean tobacco at least. Obviously, I'm still smoking the vape like crazy, but it is what it is. One step at a time. But yeah, I'm glad to like not really be. I'm glad to not be smoking tobacco no more, to be honest. Um, I can smell a lot better, and I think I can like taste food a lot better and stuff like that. So it's all like positive things coming from that. I mean, I'm not. I didn't like decide one day that I was gonna like quit smoking cigarettes. You know, it didn't happen like that. I just kind of got the vape so I could like smoke it when I was in the house, and then I just found myself like not wanting to go out for cigarettes then, and I just kind of slowed down and eventually just kind of really quickly stopped. Uh, so yeah, that's how that happened. But I've smoked a few cigarettes since I've had the vape. I won't lie. I was on a vacation for a little bit. I was in Spain, and I bought a pack of Marlboros over there, and I smoked those. And I've smoked a couple of like rolly cigarettes too. But that's like maybe like I've had maybe like 2 cigarettes in the past. Like I've had maybe 2 rolly cigarettes in like the past like 5 6 months. So I mean that's nothing compared to what I was smoking like before, you know. So that's another change that I've never talked about that really on a live stream until now. But yes, as I was saying before, let's go ahead and grab this suitcase right here. It's just right here beside me, so I'll grab that. I'll grab that real quick. And I'll reposition the mic here so hopefully you can still hear me, because I think I'll put the suitcase down here in front of me. Down here in front of me somewhere. I should have brought something to drink, man. I forgot to grab some juice. But as soon as I got into the house today, I hung up my pirate flag back there. So I finally figured out a way to get that hung up without having to nail it into the wall. I got some like Velcro, 2-sided like adhesive Velcro. You know, it has like adhesives on both sides. So I was able to like stick one side onto the flag, stick the other side onto the wall, and just mount it up like that. So that came in pretty useful for me. So yeah, I'm glad to have my pirate flag up at long last. But I did that because I just went to the store earlier to get the Velcro strips or whatever. So I did that as soon as I came in. And then I just decided to do the live stream now. So didn't even grab a drink or nothing, man. Maybe I'll go down in a little bit and get something to drink, but we'll see. All right, let's do this. Let's not waste no more time. Ooh, it's got some weight to it. All right. So here is the suitcase that we're going to be taking the stuff out of today and opening up. Like I said, I remember some of what's in here, but I don't remember everything. So there'll be a couple of little surprises in here for me too. What's that falling? Something else started falling over there when I moved this suitcase. It was I might actually go through that as well after I do the suitcase, because I'm not sure how long this will take. It probably not too long. It'll probably be a pretty short stream today. But if I'm feeling up for it after I do this suitcase, I'll take a look through. There's like a bag full of posters over there as well. Some of which I might hang in here. Others I don't think I will, but we might just go through them anyway just to see what's in there. So yeah, let's get started on this. I'm going to take this goddamn thing off of my knee. All right. Open sesame. Let's put this down for a start. Man, I think I'll put this down on the ground when I'm opening it. All right. Let's see what we have first. Oh man. Oh, I forgot totally that some of this stuff was in here. So, right on top of the bags, right on top when I opened it up, I was presented with my PS3 collection. Now, I don't have too many games for PS3. I had gotten a PS3 really, really late into the PS3's life cycle. I'm nearly sure that PS4 was either out when I got a PS3, or else it was just nearly coming out. But I got a PS3 super late. Either way, so yeah, I didn't get started with a collection until very late for that. So I don't have much of a collection. This is my total collection right here for PS3. There might be some others in there in the bag that I'm not seeing right now, but we'll go through these for now. So first of all, Borderlands 2. You got Borderlands 2 right there. that's a pretty dope game. I love the cell shaded graphics, and I like the way the looting works in it. You know, it's like it's a well balanced game in that regard. It doesn't throw like too much loot at you. It's just kind of like the right amount to where it feels like nicely rewarding. You know, so really liked Borderlands 2. I never played Borderlands 3 actually. I got to get around to that at some stage, but just haven't got to it yet. I have like a I wouldn't say I have a huge backlogs of games that I want to play, but I'm keeping myself busy with Cyberpunk and stuff right now. And then once I kind of want to play something else, I think I'll finish off Assassin's Creed Mirage, and then I got Harry Potter as well. Not Harry Potter, but like Hogwarts Legacy. I bought that, and I've only played like maybe an hour of that game so far. So yeah, I have a couple of other things to play before I get into some Borderlands 3, but I'll get to that eventually. Next here we have a PlayStation 3 classic, Heavy Rain. I think this was the first game that I got for the PS3, and I love this game, man. It was really awesome. I enjoyed playing through the story. We all know the Sean, the memes and all that. That shit was hilarious. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed Heavy Rain. I have it for PS4 as well, and PS5, but I haven't played either of those, I don't think. But yeah, that was, like I said, that was the first game that I got for PS3, and I got 2 games when I first got PS3, so that's gonna be in here as well somewhere. Next up, we have a random find that I think I got this in a thrift store right here, or a charity shop, where depending on where you live. But this is Golden Axe Beast Rider. I think this game got pretty bad reviews, but I haven't really ever seen much copies of it around. So once I seen it in the thrift store, I just picked it up because it was really cheap. I think it was probably like £1 or £2, something like that. So yeah, super cheap. All right, next up we have Dead Island. I got the special edition of that. Dead Island's an awesome game, man. I really, really enjoyed that. For melee combat, that shit is super fluid and satisfying. Melee combat's generally not like one of my favorite things in games. It has to really be done well, and I think Dead Island did a pretty damn good job of kind of nailing melee combat. I'm pretty sure they went on to do like that game with the zombies and the parkour in it. I had that fucking game, and it's the name of it's not coming to mind right now, but you know which one I'm talking about. And then of course they had Dead Island 2, which I have not played yet, but I do want to play that game too. So again, these are kind of reminding me of other games now that I've been meaning to play. But yeah, Dead Island Special Edition. I'm pretty sure I have a few copies of this game too. I'm pretty sure I have a copy for Xbox 360 as well, and I'm pretty sure I have it for PS4 as well. So I've got a lot of Dead Island copies. All right. Next up here we have Mass Effect 2. Fucking love Mass Effect, man. I have not played this particular one. I haven't played the original like Mass Effect series like this. I started out with playing the first one I played was Andromeda, and a lot of people would probably say that's unfortunate, but I enjoyed it at the time. But then I played the the Mass Effect like trilogy, like the remastered one. I started playing that, and oh my god, I love that game. Mass Effect has, I think, my favorite like sort of dialogue choices out of any RPG I've ever played. For some reason, I just really, really fell in love with how the dialogue trees work in that game, and I just really enjoyed that aspect of it. And of course, a big sprawling like sci-fi story is always good in my books. So yeah, love me some Mass Effect. So I got Mass Effect 2 there, like I said. I think I found that in a charity store. So I picked it up cheap when I got it. Next here, another awesome game, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So what can I say about Assassin's Creed that's not been said already? I love Assassin's Creed. It's one of my favorite game series of all time, I would say. Some of the newer games have been a little bloated, of course, but it doesn't mean that I haven't had a really fun time with them. I think actually, like, my favorite Assassin's Creeds would have to be Black Flag, and Origins was actually probably my favorite as well, which might be surprising to some. But I like the way, like, when they changed to that, like, style of combat and stuff like that. It wasn't even necessarily that made it my favorite. It was more just the world of, like, ancient Egypt, you know. So I played like maybe like 200 hours of Assassin's Creed Origins. So yeah, I love Assassin's Creed. Next up, classic GTA 4. We all know that's the adventures of Nico Bellic. Adore this game, love this game so much. Haven't played it in a long while, but I should probably, play this again at some stage. Fucking love this game, man. Yeah, what can I say about GTA 4 that hasn't been said already? You know what it is. We all love it. All right, another awesome game right here. Red Faction Guerrilla. I love Red Faction. I haven't played too much of Red Faction, but from what I have played, I really thoroughly enjoy. I think it's a very creative game in a lot of aspects. I like the setting on Mars. For an open world, it gets a little bland, you know. A lot of it's like looks the same, but I find with Red Faction, the main thing you kind of focus on is the mechanics and like the moment to moment gameplay rather than the world, you know. So in that regard, they did a awesome job with the game. I love the destruction you can cause in this, and like for the time, especially on PS3. Like, the level of destruction that they brought in was, like, absolutely insane. So, yeah, Red Faction Guerrilla is a fun time. Now, this is a little bit of a controversial one for people that know this game, but this is quite expensive. This game is quite expensive from what I've seen anywhere, but I had to pick up a copy, and I think it's getting harder to get now, too. Twisted Metal for PS3. This game is a fucking banger. I love Twisted Metal for PS3. If you know me, you know I'm a huge fan of Twisted Metal. I've often said Twisted Metal 2 is my favorite game of all time, just for the memories that game has provided with me. But I love pretty much, like, I love a lot of the Twisted Metal games. I love 3. I love Twisted Metal Black is amazing. I still play that from time to time. And this one, I love this one too. A lot of people don't like this one. I mean, I guess they have their reasons, but for me, I love this one, man. I think it's amazing. It's so much fun. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite games that I have for the PS3 right here, and I'm proud to own that one. Totally forgot I had that, but there we go. Okay, and another one we have here, L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire is a pretty cool game. I don't think I've completed it, but I got quite far in it. Really enjoyed it, and had a fun time with it. Of course, Rockstar doing their thing, keeping it cool. 1 second, let me just turn on my charger for my laptop here. And another thing that I'm going to do while I'm standing up, I'm actually going to run really quick and get a drink. So I will be back in 1 minute. Give me like 30 seconds, and then I'm going to dive back into the suitcase and see what else we have there. But my throat's just getting really dry, man, so I need to drink something. 30 seconds. I'm back. Oh, forgot to turn off the light. Saving me some electric. Alright, I'm back. As promised. Whew. Okay. So I'm just going to grab a little drink of this. And then get back into that bag, man. Very nice, very nice. Whew. And yeah, so LA Noire was the last game we showed there. But after looking at that, I'm 100% sure that I have more PS3 games than that, because I know for a fact I remember 2 others that I have. So hopefully those are in here. If they're not in here, they'll be in some other box that I have around somewhere, but I'm thinking they're in here. So I must have put all my PS3 games together, I would imagine. But yeah, I'm not seeing them on top of the suitcase like those ones were, so we'll dig a little further down. Wait. Oh, here's other ones that I even forgot that I had. All right. More PS3 games. So, right here, we got the first Assassin's Creed classic game. Haven't revisited that one in a long time, but I do like it. Moving on to Thief. I've only played a little bit of Thief, but from what I remember, I was enjoying this game, so I may have to revisit that at some stage. I wonder if they have that included with PS Plus. I don't think I've seen it on there, but maybe. Alright, and Final Fantasy 13. 13, I believe, isn't it? Yeah, if my reading of Roman numerals is correct. I have not played this one yet. Again, I bought this one in like a charity store and just haven't had the chance to pop it in. And this is the other game that I bought along with Heavy Rain when I first got a PlayStation 3. Classic, of course. Red Dead Redemption, son. Love Red Dead Redemption. As you can see from the sticker there, I bought that from a UK store called CEX or Sex. I don't know which one you prefer to call it, but Red Dead, what a fucking game, man. What a masterpiece of video game design overall. Alright, let me open back this suitcase. Now, seeing how I'm going to play this, how I'm going to do this. Alright, so I can see more. I see more games on the side, so I might as well just take those out now. There's more that I didn't even know I had. Alright, more PS3. Need for Speed Pro Street. I forgot I had that completely. I got that in, looks like a GameStop sticker maybe, or Game, one of those two. PS4 game, The Division. I liked The Division, but The Division, actually, yeah, I played quite a bit of The Division. And The Division 2 was awesome as well. I really enjoyed that. The only thing I don't really like about that is that it's like always online. I kind of wish they had like a single player campaign as well, but it is what it is. It's just that kind of game. So I can't hate The Division too much for that aspect of it. Some games I find like having to be always online is absolute bullshit. But for that specific genre, it's kind of give it a pass. The Sims 2 for PC. I think I have like a few copies of this. Sometimes whenever I see this cheap, I just kind of pick it up. I was like, I had a lot of The Sims for PC, and when I saw one, I just would would get it. It has the original price sticker on it there, $29.99, or maybe that was a sale at one point, I don't know. Here we have a red box PS3 game, Uncharted. The first one, right? Drake's Fortune. So yeah, I don't know if I would really go back and play Uncharted in this way. I usually just play it on PS4 when I play it, but it's cool to have it all the same. Keeping it preserved. And yet more PS3 games. Oh yes, this is the one that I remembered that I had. Of course, who doesn't have this one? GTA 5. The first time GTA 5 was released. I bought this on the day it came out. My cousin and I we went to the midnight release of GTA 5 when it dropped. And we were super fucking excited, man. We got home. We popped those bad boys in. We had our mind blown. We played it all night long and had such a good time. So yeah, GTA 5. And this one, I seen this one and I had to pick it up just for like shits and giggles, man. Because when I studied a little bit of video game design in college. And one of our projects, we had to do like a report on a failed video game project, or not necessarily failed, but just video game projects that were done in a bad way or in the wrong way, to kind of teach us what not to do. And my group actually picked this game, and I saw this after a couple of years after we did that project, and I just had to pick it up because I found it funny. And it is Aliens, Colonial Marines. If you know about that game, you'll know why that's funny. This game was critically panned, like so badly. Apparently it turned out terribly. I have not personally played it. I just did the report on it, and we found out quite a lot of information about the troubled production of this game and how they had lied about the graphics and the whole story behind it and all that. Gearbox really fucked up on that one, man. So yeah, like I said, when I saw it, I had to pick it up. I actually do like the cover though, man. It's like the alien's kind of like lenticular on it. He's a real cool like blue color. So yeah, I really kind of like the design of the cover, but that's probably about the best thing that I can say about that game, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and set that right there for now. I think that might be it for my PS3 collection, guys, to be honest. There might be one or two in here in this suitcase that I'm not seeing right now, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it for the most part. So let me take away the PS4 game and the PC game there that I had in there with the rest of those. So yeah, that's it. That's my PS3 collection right there. I believe that's it. Hold that up for another quick look right there. I know there's some glare going on, but that's the best I can do right now. So yeah, let me put this aside for now so we can check out more stuff in my bag. Leave these in a nice little neat pile over here for now, and then I'll figure out where I'm putting those later. But yeah, I'm glad that I have a PS3 collection still. I still have a PS2 collection also, which I love. But yeah, like I said, my favorite game that I have for the PS3 is Twisted Metal. Not because it's like the best game for me on the system, but I'm just like really glad that I own that one. Because like I said, it's getting more rare and more expensive now, so I'm happy to have it. But some of my favorite games that I actually played for PS3 were GTA 5, of course, Red Dead Redemption, and what was that other one I was saying? Heavy Rain. I think those were like the 3 games that I really enjoyed the most in my short time of having my PS3 like up and running. I still have my PS3. It's in the other room, but I don't have it plugged in anymore. I just kind of keep it in there. Yeah. So that's my PS3 collection. Let's see. Let's open our bag back up here. Oh man, I thought I lost this. All right, so now we have some books. So like I said, I thought I lost this one, and I ended up buying another copy, but now I have 2 copies, so it's all good. Jurassic Park: The Lost World. I've read about halfway through this. You can see where the page is like crossed over there in the middle. That's where I am in the book at the minute. Was really enjoying this book. It's very different from the movie. As well, here we have, this is my favorite Stephen King book that I've read so far. I haven't read like too many Stephen King books, but out of the ones that I've read, this is definitely my favorite so far. Pet Sematary. Really love that. So I'm glad to have that. That's a pretty cool copy I have there. It's like pink, black, and white. It's like real bright pink. So yeah, that's a pretty cool one, I think. So yes, I'm glad to have found that again. I didn't know where that was for a while. All right, what do we have here? Oh my goodness, totally forgot I had this too. Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, baby. This is, depending on which day you ask me, Empire is my favorite Star Wars movie. Sometimes I would say that it is A New Hope, and then other times I'll say it's Empire. But it fluctuates between those two as my favorite Star Wars movie. Of course, I love Star Wars, as you can maybe tell from my poster back here. But yeah, I totally forgot I had this, to be honest. So I'm glad that I've opened this bag now for finding some of this stuff that I totally forgot that I had. So yeah, obviously I have not read this yet. Oh wait, I do have I had it folded down on page 7. Maybe I read to page 7, but I'll go ahead and unfold that because I'm sure that I forget where it was. But if it's the same as the movie, I'll pretty much know all the beats anyway. So yeah, glad to have that. Cool cover too. All right, what do we have next here? Another Stephen King book that I haven't heard of. But usually when I see a Stephen King book in like the thrift store or the charity store, I'll pick it up. It's usually like 50p or £1, so I usually just get it if I see a Stephen King book. I've got quite a good collection of his books now. This one I've never heard of. It's probably one of his later ones, but I just picked it up anyway when I seen it. From A. Buick B, or Buick 8. This must have been during his time when he was on a lot of coke writing books. I don't know what kind of title that is, but yeah, got that one. I might find more Stephen King books in here, but I do have some of those out already. I have quite a few of them on my shelf in my living room already. So not all of my Stephen King books are in here. I know that for a fact. All right, let me get this out of the way real quick. Another PC game, Theme Park. I love Theme Park, man. I used to rent this back in the day from Blockbuster. Obviously seen this in a charity store for like really cheap, so just decided to get it. Probably will never play this version of it, but that's fine. Put that up there on top of Sims 2. Oh, and another one that I had the same mindset about, I'm sure. SimCity 4 for PC. Deluxe Edition. So yeah, some of these PC games I either find in charity stores or, like I was saying, or CEX. I think they were selling like older PC games in there for like super cheap at one stage. So I bought like a bunch of these and a bunch of PS2 games. They're starting to charge a little more for their PS2 games in CEX now, but I bought like a bunch of my collection. That there was a time when they were selling PS2 games for like crazy cheap. Like they were giving them shits away. I was paying like 25 cents and like 50 cents for a game. Sometimes even down to like 10 cents maybe. So like I bought up a bunch of PS2 games when they were selling at that price there. And that's how I built up a lot of my collection. But anyway, SimCity 4 Deluxe Edition. All right, we have more books here. We got Stephen King, Joyland. Now, I did read this one. The cover came off of it. Oh, it's actually in here behind it. Behind the page, but it did rip off. Joyland. So yeah, I finished this. I quite enjoyed Joyland. It was pretty tense, and I enjoyed the setting. It's like set in a fairground, and this teenage boy sort of goes there to work for the summer, and all kind of madness ensues. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I finished it. So yeah, I give Joyland a good rating. All right, this is funny. So right here we got the man, the slappy man himself. We got the novelization of iRobot. Man, I love iRobot. When iRobot came out, I was crazy about that movie, man. I absolutely loved it. I remember I got it on DVD, and I had like PS2 at that time, and I would just watch it like all the time. It's crazy to think, like, sometimes I forgot that Shia LaBeouf was in there too, and when you see him, you're like, oh shit, Shia LaBeouf. It's crazy, but yeah, iRobot, cool movie. I like the way Will Smith like hates the fucking robots. Like I feel like that's the way I would be if robots ever came to be like part of our world like that, in the way they are in that movie. But yeah, novelization of that. Have not read it. Don't know what it's like, but kind of glad to have it. I may read that at some stage, just to see how it comes. I love reading like novelizations of novelizations that were made into movies, or vice versa. Movies that were made into novelizations. I love reading those just to like compare them to the movies. Like I was saying there earlier, my favorite Stephen King book, Pet Sematary. I remember after I finished reading that book, I watched Pet Sematary for the first time. And of course, I liked the book much more, but the movie was all right too. It was fun to see, like, as soon as I had finished reading the book and it was fresh in my mind, it was fun to see, like, what they put into the movie, that, and how sort of, like, that those filmmakers interpreted the book and how they imagined it, just because when you're reading it, you're obviously like imagining it yourself, like what everything looks like and how it would all play out if it was sort of like in front of you. So it's interesting to see from, in that regard, like how filmmakers imagine the things that, you've read. It's quite a fun exercise to do sometimes. All right, so let's see here. I have next Dan Brown, The Da Vinci Code. This is a book that I would really like to read. I actually forgot that I had that, so that's cool. I'm glad to own that. Let's put that here for now. Let's start another pile in the middle. I'm crashing into my cup holder there. All right, what do we have? Oh, another PC game. Flight Simulator 2002. Okay. I mean, I have it, I guess. At least I'm preserving it. So let's just quickly put that up there. I played the latest Flight Simulator on Xbox One X, and that shit was crazy good, man. It was so insane, the graphics. Now this is kind of a fun book right here. I read I don't think I've read all of this. I've read maybe like a quarter of it. The Day After Roswell. It's apparently written by a Colonel Philip J. Corso, retired colonel. Yeah, he goes into like a lot of details. I think he worked at, I don't know if he worked at Area 51 or, oh no, it says a former Pentagon official reveals the U.S. government's shocking UFO cover-up. So nowadays, especially with all the craziness about aliens in the news, might be a good time to go back and give this another read. Put that right there. All right. So I'm kind of trying to I'm looking and I'm trying to keep things like organized in a way where I'm doing like the same kind of thing until I I did all the games first. Now I'm doing all the books. So yeah, let me grab some more books. Oh, related to that too. So the Roswell UFO crash, another Roswell book, of course. I don't know if I've read this one. I can't remember if I did or not. It seems to have gotten a little bit of water damage or something on the cover, unfortunately. But let me put that right there. Chain Letter 2 by Christopher Pike. This is a pretty thin book. I think I read this book. Kind of just a murder mystery. This is based on if you've ever heard of, like, there was a story about a family that were kind of being stalked by someone who would, like, I think he would, like, send them letters to their house, and he would give them details about, he knew their names, he knew, like, all of the family's names, including, like, the kids and stuff like that, and then he would give details about, like, knowing about, like, the layout of the inside of their house and stuff like that. And he, like, tortured them for years by, like, sending them, like, weird, creepy letters like that, and just being real cryptic and saying that the house was his or something, and he was going to take it back. I don't really remember all of the details of the story, but I think this is kind of based off of that in a way, or at least inspired in part by it, because from what I remember reading in this, it kind of reminded me of that story a lot. It's kind of just about, like, but I think this, oh yes, that is about, like, some mystery person is sending letters to a bunch of people in town, in a small town, and he knows all of these details about their lives and stuff. Like, he's sending, like, some women letters saying that they know they've been, like, unfaithful to their husbands, and just all of these kind of intimate details about different people around the town. And I don't think they catch, I don't know if, I can't, yeah, I must not have finished the book. I don't remember how it ends. Maybe I did and I just forget the ending. But yeah, that's why it reminded me of that story about the guy writing the letters to the house. Anyway, oh, I love this, man. This is one that I've seen the movie for before I read the book. Much like Ready Player One. I seen the movie of Ready Player One before I read the book. That's actually one of the books I'm reading at the minute, actually, Ready Player One. I haven't finished it, but I'm really loving that book, man. That's, like, crazy detailed. I love that. But this also, I seen this movie, but I have not read the book yet. Odd Thomas. Now, I remember, like, really enjoying this movie when it came out. So I saw this book in the store, and I was like, hell yeah, let me get that. But I actually thought that I lost this. So what ended up happening is I found another copy, much the same as Jurassic Park Lost World there. I thought I had lost that too, so I had acquired another copy of this too. But while I was getting this, they had another book by the same author, and it was like the same kind of cover. I forget the name offhand, but I'm assuming it might be maybe another movie after Odd Thomas, or maybe in the same series, because like I said, the covers are, like, really similar. I think that maybe the difference is that this writing is green or something like that. I could be wrong, but I remember just thinking that the covers are, like, pretty much the same, so it must be, like, they must be, like, related in some kind of way. So I have those. I have 2 copies of this now, and the other one. The other copies are downstairs, though, on my shelf. So yeah, glad to find Odd Thomas again, even though I now have 2 copies. Alright, and I think that does it for books, guys. At least that are in this bag. I have quite a lot of books. Like I said, I have like a bookshelf downstairs. And I think I've got like another box somewhere with more books in it too. But these are just the books that were in this suitcase. So moving on. Oh, this is weird. And I would never. This is a consumable item or an edible item, but I'm not like weed edible, but I mean like you're able to eat this. Um, but I don't think I would now because I've had this for quite a few years. It's like a chocolate game controller. So yeah, I've just had that like I just had that like sitting on my shelf for years. I don't know, like I forget like how long I've had that, but it's been a long damn time. So if you want to end up in the emergency room, just like come eat this and you'll be good to go. All right, let me see what else. So I got a little PlayStation controller light right here. My uncle Winston actually bought me this when he lived here. He lived here. He moved here from Florida for a little while. I think he lived here for like 2 years maybe. But he's gone back to Florida now. He actually got married just yesterday. No, the day before yesterday. So congratulations to Uncle Winston. I hope you have a very happy marriage. Your wife seems like a very nice lady. I've not had the chance to meet her yet, but she does seem very nice, and you seem happy, so I'm happy for you, man. Congratulations. But yeah, like I was saying, my Uncle Winston knew I liked PlayStation, so he bought me this. It's a little light, shaped like a PlayStation controller, so that's pretty cool. Let me put that right here for now. I don't know where I'm gonna organize all this stuff yet, so that's why I'm just putting it over here for the time being. But of course, I'm gonna, have everything like find its place. But yeah, I'll do that at a later stage. All right, another thing here. This is a little random Robin figurine that I found. It's not really a highly sought after collectible or anything, but I just thought it looked kind of cool. It's a small figure. Just kept it in the box or whatever. So yeah, there's that Robin. Let me see. I'll put that back here somewhere for now. Moving on. All right. And here, got a little Darth Vader. I guess he's obviously from the prequel series. This one, I'm not exactly sure which. I'm not exactly sure if it's 1, 2, or 3. But as we can see, Darth Maul's over here. So he's this obviously one of the prequel trilogy movies anyway, but he has a little button here and you can press and it lights up his lightsaber. You can see there. That's pretty cool. Darth Vader. I might give that to one of my nephews. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. We'll put Darth Vader just over here for now put Darth Vader on top of Will Smith. Hopefully he doesn't try to slap Darth Vader. That would not be good, end up good for Darth Vader. And some more Star Wars stuff here. Got a Black Series TIE Fighter, a little small one. That's pretty cool. I like the detail in these Black Series Star Wars figures. I'll actually put that up here maybe somewhere, like right there maybe. And another Black Series figure. We got Kylo Ren right here. That's pretty cool. So yeah, Kylo Ren just chilling out, hanging out, looking cool. I like his robe. It's like cloth and shit like that. That's pretty cool. I'll go ahead and put Kylo Ren. I'll figure out what to do with him later. I'll put him here for now on top of my Lego Batwing box. All right, now we're getting down, getting a lot of the stuff moved out of the way. All right, and we have here a Crash Bandicoot figure. It's pretty cool. I think I bought this when these first came out. I bought this one, just the original Crash. But if you notice, you can't really see it in my shelf back here. I've actually bought two more of these at a later time. These ones went on sale. So I bought, let me show you those now actually. I'll go into like some detail with those since they're just kind of always sitting back there in my streams, but you can't really see them. So of course, we got Biker Crash as well. He got the leather jacket and the sunglasses and shit like that, and then he comes with a different mask. And then we got Dr. Neo. Got a little villain action going on there. So yeah, these are pretty cool figures. I like the boxes, and they're just well merchandised, you know. And I like the figures themselves. They're nice and bright and colorful. Pretty cool shit. Now, I do have an issue here. The cubes that I have here, they kind of perfectly fit, two of them sitting side by side like this. So now that I have a third, I don't know where I'm going to put that one. But like I said, we will figure that out at a later time. I'm actually going to put the original Crash in there next to the original Neo. And I'll put Biker Crash somewhere else at a later time when I figure out what to do with them. But yeah, you guys go in there for now. Alright. And let me put Biker Crash up here. Since he's looking so cool and confident, we'll put him up here next to Kylo Ren for now. Alright. Now, we only have a few more things here. We're getting down. We got them down pretty good. So, next, this is a vintage item. This is from the 90s, I believe, this product. Let me see. Yes, 1990 by Mirage. This is pretty cool. I'll definitely be wanting to put this on display somewhere. This is Ninja Turtles Pinball Action. Still in box. I've never opened this. It's taped up. I bought it used, but like I said, I've never personally opened it. But I know that it's in there because you can hear the little balls moving around. So that's what the little pinball machine looks like. But yeah, like I said, I've never opened that, and I don't intend to. Let me see here. Again, I'll kind of put this. Does that fit in the cube? Oh, it does fit in the cubes. Good. Well, I do have an empty cube down here on the bottom, so I'll put it there for now. I may move it at a later time, but for now, I'm going in there. Alright, and these last two things are also things that I'm definitely going to want to display somewhere here. These are quite collectible. These are quite collectible now too. I think these have went up to like $80 each right now. So I'm really happy to have these, as I'm a huge fan of the show that they're based on. But we have here Futurama tin toys. So it's a little collectible, like it's made of tin, and it even has like the little wind up key. So you can take Nibbler out, and you can wind him up from the back and make him walk. But of course, I've never taken these guys out of this guy out of the box. But I like the way you can open it like that and have a little display window of him, or you can close it over and the box is still awesome looking. I love these boxes. They're like blue and orange. And the reason why I keep speaking in plural about this is I will show you something else in a minute. But yeah, that's I really, really love those, man. Futurama is one of my favorite shows of all time. Now, of course, you know The Simpsons is my top favorite. Futurama is definitely up there too. It might be like number 2 or 3 for me in terms of like my favorite shows. I gotta say though, the latest season, when they brought back like the revival onto Hulu, that season fucking sucked, bro. Season 10 or whatever, or 11, So bad. I can't believe they put out such a shoddy show and called it Futurama, man. That was like highly disappointing. But anyway, the less said about that, the better. It doesn't take away from the classic episodes of the show and all the rest of the good episodes. So, I do hope they continue with another season of the revival, but hopefully that shit gets so much better, man. It needs to do so much better. Those writers are slacking over there, man, on Futurama. So, like I said, I love these tin toys. Gotta figure out a place to display these. I'll put Nibbler right here for now. I'll put Nibbler right there next to Rick for now, but I don't really know what I'm gonna... Actually, that might be a good place to keep them. Now this one, I like this one even better. It's another Futurama tin toy, but this time we got Bender, man. Bender. So it's the same kind of deal. He has the little key that you can put into his back to wind him up. But he also comes with a little accessory, a little cigar there. You can see it at the bottom right there. So you can put the cigar into his mouth. As you can see, there's a little hole there to put the cigar. So yeah, freaking love this, man. That's Bender right there. So yeah, really love this. This is like the only these are like the only Futurama merchandise I have. Futurama merchandise is quite goddamn expensive, man. They didn't make too much of it, and it's just really pricey whenever you try to look for anything. So yeah, I'm glad to have these two at least for now. I really love those. Love the packaging, love the tin toys, and love the show, man. So yeah, Bender. I'm gonna put Bender over here for now too, on top of Nibbler. I think that'll balance okay because the Bender box is actually slightly more narrow, like it's like narrower than the Nibbler box, so it's staying up there quite well. It should balance okay. Actually, I think I might keep those there where they are. That looks cool. But yeah, my throat is dry as fuck. But that's it for that suitcase. Actually, wait, there's another compartment in the front right there. Let me make sure. Nope. Nothing in there. There's a plastic bag in there in the front. Oh, and actually I did miss one thing. A really, really old pair of Vans are in there too. Those are those are trash. Those are trashed. They're like Lil B's Vans, all just tore up into shit. So yeah, I do have those in there too. They're like squished as hell. Damn. I've seen a lot of miles in those Vans, I guess. So yeah, those are in there too. But that's about it. Yep. That's it for the suitcase, y'all. So yeah, I'm glad that I unpacked this now and I've found some of this stuff that I either forgot that I had or that I was just glad to see again. I'm obviously gonna figure out a better place to put these things right here, these books and these PS3 games and stuff. But like I said, I think I'm quite happy with where those Futurama figures are. At the minute, I think they look pretty cool right there. I might move them over just a slight little bit here, just because they were like hanging about like half an inch off the edge of the shelf there. That should be fine now. Yeah, I think I'll keep that there. That looks pretty okay, I think. Right next to Rick, who's waving. I don't think I've actually shown this Rick up close before either, so I might as well just do that now. I've had him in the background of a lot of my streams. It's a little talking Rick, and he's like posable, so I have him like waving all the time and like sitting with his legs crossed back there on the shelf. But I think this thing's funny as fuck. So you can like press him and he'll talk.
Lick my balls! Yeah!
And he says all He says different stuff from the show. Sometimes my nephew will pick this up and he's like not even 2 yet. And he'll pick this up and squeeze it, and Rick will say something like that. And then I crack up because, like, obviously my nephew has no idea what he's talking about, but my nephew like laughs at him. He thinks it's funny. And like it just cracks me up to see like my nephew like laughing at this.
I'm gonna need you to put him way up inside your butthole.
So yeah, so yeah, he says all different stuff from the show.
Dub-dub! Riggedy, riggedy, wreck, son! Thank you!
So yeah, sometimes when I'm feeling sad, I'll just pick this up and like squeeze it, and it'll make me laugh.
I don't give a what you think.
Is he answering me?
And that's the way the news goes. Thank you.
All right, Rick, say your goodbyes, man.
I'm gonna need you to put him way up inside your butthole.
What? Put my goodbyes way up inside my butthole? Okay, man. Thanks. Nice talking to you as always. All right, you go back there where you sit. So yeah, guys, I think that's gonna do it. Yo, I would unpack those posters too, man, but my throat is way too fucking dry, man, and I don't think drinking Coke right now is gonna solve that. Sometimes it just be like that, you know. I should have grabbed a bottle of water instead. But no, actually, I need to buy more water out of the store. I drank the last bottle, I think, last night. But yeah, that was a little random stream right there. But I do hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I enjoyed like finding some of my stuff that I forgot that I had, and stuff that I'm just glad to see again. Some of the stuff that I did remember having, like my Futurama tin toys. I did remember that I had those, and then the Ninja Turtles pinball machine. I remembered about that. But that was basically kind of all that I remembered from that suitcase. The rest was kind of, I remembered about the Crash Bandicoot as well. But besides that, I kind of forgot everything else that was in there. So yeah, that was fun to get that opened back up. I wouldn't say as much. It was kind of fun, but it was good. I enjoyed doing it for a live stream, and like I said, I'm glad to have like some of my other stuff back again. It's just figuring out where I'm gonna kind of display a lot of this stuff, if anything. If I don't know, obviously I don't think I'm gonna put all of this stuff in my background, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, anyway, like I said, that was a little bit of a random one, but I do hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more of my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I have, this is not really like my normal type of video. I normally do like gameplay live streams, or I do a lot of animation live streams on here now. So yeah, I just kind of chill out, and I'm working on a little project in Blender. So if that's of any interest to you, be sure to subscribe to my channel and check out some more of my playlists. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, I doubt that anyone has, but I love you all the same. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I really, really appreciate you. And hopefully you'll subscribe so I can catch you on the next one. Yeah.